we're doing some more recorded. We're back into the space 2 because I've been playing this recently, and I wanted to do some more of this. Unfortunately, I've forgotten where I was in the last build for the that's not the same game, that's a different game. For the last time I played this for YouTube, so I'm going to start a new game again. It seems kind of repetitive starting it over and over again, but I've recently learned that as long as your people has food, they don't care about anything. They'll be happy forever as long as you have enough food. So, I'm going to create a new
Make
race.
Horatio great again.
Yes. I'm going to create a new one off of some race. Not Unfallen, not Riftborn. I'm going to use Horatio because. So I figured out why Horatio. Most of the games that I play against Horatio, I didn't realize they were ecologists. I mean, I did, but most of the time, well, what ecologist does for the most part. So every like
Take a gamble on us.
pacifist,
Join the faith.
religious,
Lead us to dominion.
industrialist,
Consume
militarist,
or
they all
be
have their own
consumed.
special,
Join
specific
the
law
hive.
around them.
Choose the cleansing light.
Shut up. The religious people typically build a lot of influence. Uh, it says building influence generating constructions. Um, the basic the unique law that they have for each of the types. Religious, you can invade people without being at war with them, or siege places without being at war with them, which makes it kind of ridiculous.
By your
Um,
will, the Empire
Industrialist,
shall
what is
reign
this?
supreme.
Every excess industry is it's like 25% or something. I think it's 25% of excess industry goes towards your dust production.
It all comes down to money
Pacifists
in the end.
can
To dust.
force peace with people that are in Cold War, that they're in Cold War with, not people who are at war. And
Either
militarist
you are with
has like
us,
increased
or you
manpower
are our
generation or something.
fodder.
Oh, scientist.
The
I forgot scientist.
Sophonity, where science and a reckless disregard for survival go hand in hand.
Yes, that's what that is. I don't remember what the science one is, to be honest. Regardless,
Choose
making a custom faction
Horatio.
again because I like my custom
Choose
factions.
perfection.
Erase all of those. I don't need those. So you've got the different visual affinities and stuff. I'm gonna go with not the Riftborn. I usually use the Riftborn because you can construct the people rather than having to rely on food. But yeah, you don't. It only besides the Riftborn and the who is it? No, the Riftborn are the only ones that you can like construct the people, and that makes them unique in that regard. Regard? What am I? In that regard, their manpower is all fabricated, like fabricating droids in a factory, and the people are all just take a few turns to construct them. I usually play as them because they work that way, because it's unique in that way. However, because it takes turns to construct them, whereas if you have enough food, you construct you make a person every turn for just the way that stuff is generated. So I think I am actually going to um, I did Emperor's Will last time I did this because you can use influence per turn per industry spent. You gain influence per industry spent, but I don't know if that's what I want to do or not. Singularities are pretty good. They're what the Riftborn usually have. for default people. Omniscience is also good because you get an extra ring of science on the science screen that's unlocked ahead of time, and the less people who have researched it, the faster it goes for you. Slave drivers is also unique for the well, these are all unique, but I mean, like, it's interesting. Yeah, enslaved factions on the same planet, -10 per enslaved population, but you get a plus 100% FIDS from enslaved population. And that works really well with the extreme foreman that the Cravers also have, where it depletes planets. So they run through the planet like instantly quick. Like, basically they get the most out of the planet that they possibly can if they've got a minor civ on the planet as well. But I like my forest. I am gonna keep dictatorship. Usually I would go for autocracy because it's slightly better than dictatorship most of the time, except when you're at war, because dictatorship's best for war. Because if you take over a place or you're sieging a place, you can directly pillage it or raise. You get three options when you're attacking a place: occupy it, where you just take it over completely, and then you have to spend a certain amount of turns bringing it into your control. It's like 20 or something turns. Um, if you're in a dictatorship or the Vidyani, default Vidyani, well, not default. If you have an arc, if you use the shipbound, nope. If you're shipbound, you can raise things at will because you can't stay on the. You're not staying on the planet. You're staying on the arc that's taking from the planet, I guess. Whatever. This is irrelevant. What was I gonna try? I was gonna try. Zero ecologist, right? Yeah. I'll just stick with Gene Hunter, I think. No, yeah, I'll keep it. Whatever. I don't like the minor races, to be honest. I, in fact, hate the minor races a lot. It's the right one that I want. Yeah. Plus 5% of food added to influence on systems. Um, that is a really nice thing to have. Um, you get a certain amount of population traits here, so I'm just gonna turn this to none so I can get extra. Why did I only, okay. If you're gonna let me take that, that's fine. So now the people have +5 on population and +5 on fertile planets, in addition to adding food to influence. I don't know if I want Gene Hunter or not, though. I don't like using Gene Hunter, to be honest. It's good, but I don't really like it. I'm kind of tempted to try Shipbound, to be honest, because I'm not sure how that would work. It wouldn't work, to be honest, because the food is different. It works differently for that. Hume Sculptor's might not be that terrible, actually. I've already tried Emperor's Will twice, that's why I'm like, I don't really want to take that one. Yeah, we'll just stick with Gene Hunter, I guess. Gene Hunter is you splice the genetic material of other factions to enhance its population. Splicing requires the sacrifice of some individuals. It consumes the entire race that isn't you to add to your race. So, naturally, most races don't like that very much, but they don't care so much because I can't splice I can splice the major population once I have enough of them, but that's much later in. Anyways, sort by level. Give me this one times 3, so I have 30% more food because, as I said, the world revolves around the food. So, yeah. Where is Vexed? Give me Vexed. Oh, no, it would be towards the bottom more, wouldn't it? No. Yeah, there we go. That's a negative 25. It gives me negative 15 happiness on systems. That is not great, to be honest. But having negative 25 for only 15, that's good. Here we are. Crowded planets. That's the other one I want. Plus 2 population slots. So I have more people to have more influence, to have more food, to have more influence. And that's that. Eternal War. Unless I have pacifists, I'm always at war. That's a good negative 15, because who cares if you're always at war? It's like, whatever. It's not, I guess it's, specifically peace is impossible unless they're pacifists. I cannot have peace with people. It's not that I'm always at war. It's I'm always in Cold War or war. I just can't have peace unless there's pacifists. And I'm fine with that. What's the other one? It's another one. It's like Ten Citizens is also pretty good, but I could take that too. But that's not well what I want either. Exactly. Is it expansions? Maybe no, probably not. Okay, let's just trait name sorting. Biophobic is an interesting trait. At first glance, it looks alright, but it's actually pretty good. Mainly because most sterile planets have -8 happiness per person as a default effect, because it's stale and people don't want to live there. Whereas most fertile planets don't have any happiness gain. So having -2 per person is actually decently fine, because as long as you have enough food, people don't really care. Plus, as long as I'm Gene Hunter, I can just splice in having some better approval anyways. So, pretty good to have overall. Constructionalists may also be good to have, to be honest. Industries, decent to have for building stuff fast enough. Where is it's the eyes? Involuntary nomads. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Don't it's good to have. I'm not going to take it though. I'm just saying it's an interesting one to take. That's good to take sometimes too, but only if you're feeling unconfident in your happiness. Actually, I think it's a default for the Horatio because AI Horatio tends to colonize everything in sight. And the more you have for happiness, the more they're just like, okay, cool. It doesn't matter if they're upset or not. Um, so the observances and sacred tradition, those are what he shows usually take for things, typically. Guardians are good to have sometimes too. Unfortunately, 40 is the cost for that, so Pathfinder's alright too, but don't really want it. I don't need it. Ratios are broken as is. Um, Ghosts. What the heck are ghosts? Oh, never mind. Usually I take Price of Perfection because it's the cost of the ship goes up, but the damage also goes up on ships, and it's also a negative. It counts for negative somehow. I mean, yes, ship cost is 20% more expensive, but deal 10% more damage, and it's also a leveled one, so it doesn't count as me taking more than just one trait, so I get more trait space. So I could now take, if I wanted to, Guardians. I might, because I'm not sure if I can splice Guardians or not. Be interesting if I could. I feel like since Guardians are just a living tree, though, it probably won't let me do that. I did the bad with the math. I was like 40 plus that means 85, and I was like, that's not what that is. That's 20, idiot. All right. Big Brothers is the one you can take. That's pretty good. It's always positive relation trends with minor sibs. And usually I would take that, except it doesn't really matter that much because there's some glitch in the game that makes it so you always have this trait that happens, and I may show you if it happens again or not. I'll probably take, for a minor civ, Zavali's because they give science on happy and approval. And I think I'll take them, unless I have something else that I want to take. I'm not sure yet, though. They just give straight up food. Yep, I'll just take the Calgary. What did I say, Zavali? I didn't Zavali, and then once I get them high enough for their splicing or whatever, I can take them out. as far as extra traits go, strange but good. Usually good to take because it gives a positive anomaly. Titanium Mine would also be good right off the bat, but I'll pass on it for now. Off-world agribusiness I might take as well because it enables diplomacy with minor civs immediately. I don't have to research it. Or this one, which I might take, I think. Nope, I didn't mean to click that, whatever that was. Yeah, let's take the food one. Let's take the food one. Except now I have 9 of 8, so I need to take one out. Except that's not what I was. What am I doing? 7 of 8, but I still want. Well, that's probably fine actually. And make some dumb name. I'm bad with names. We'll just call them growers. Because I don't care enough to make it something, actually. Okay, now we got our race. That only took, 22 minutes of doing that. That's fine. The freaking the only problem with custom races is you cannot assign them to an AI race or to have an AI do it because it won't do it right. It just won't. No, where is speed? What is 300 turns? 450 turns? Well, let's do normal. 300 turns, I think. Yeah, whatever. I'm sorry, Unfallen have to be green, like grass. That's the only thing I ever see them as. United Empire is red. Reformed could be pink. Horatio is orange. Fagiani can be whatever color they feel like. I don't care. Maris is the color of gold. Hisho are weird green color. Make you Sophons instead. Oh, not Cravers. Not Cravers. I don't want to have a game with Cravers. They suck. Because they'll take all the planets you want and leave you nothing in return. I don't know. So we got Dust, Science, Ecologist, quote unquote, Gene Hunter, Industrialist, Ecologist, and Militarist. I think. Yeah, that should be fine. Yep. Okay. I don't want this color though. Nah, it's fine. Whatever. I'll keep it. I don't care. Yeah, we get to see the tiny animation at the start too for the Horatio. That I don't think I've ever watched. I've only watched a handful of them, and most of the time it's the Riftborn one. Because the Riftborn one is like we're Tetros, we're cubes in our other universe, but in this universe we're humanoid for whatever reason. And we don't like it, and that's basically the whole principle of the Riftborn. Horatio is that he found cloning technology of I think he was exiled from his original civilization for specifically his, I guess, gene hunter ideologies. And then he found cloning technology, and he's like, well, if they don't want me, then I'll just make more of me. And that's his entire principle, I think. Come on, game. Load. Come on. It's like a tiny speck on the end there that I can see is not loaded.
They only ever saw what was in the mirror. I always saw what was beyond. They saw deformity. I found beauty. They saw madness. I found genius. For the longest time, I have been the only one who sees what lies beyond the mirror. But soon, very soon, they will see it as well.
Back from the very brink, no man has traveled further, struggled more, and unraveled more of the mysteries of the universe than Horatio. At least, according to Horatio. Now, with a great nation cast in his image, Horatio is ready to extend his vision to beautify the rest of the galaxy. Look in the mirror, Horatio, and you will always find the answers you seek.
Yes, anyways, he's a narcissist who was cast out because he looked weird. Is basically what the story is. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. What's our strange but good? More population slot. I mean, most of the time that's, well, I don't want a bad one. Come on now, acid rain. Really? What we got? Transvine, that's alright. Hyperium, that's alright too. Yeah. Incense and buds. And we got our hero. They're all Horatio is the type, but their names are all different. Basically what it is. Find a system. Here you go. See you later when you upgrade more. So Ecologist lets you colonize telluric, non-gas planets. However, you will suffer a 25% FIDS penalty without the correct colonization technology. So yeah, that's that. That's right. What is my current happiness at? 46%? Not great. If I take 30 off of that, I'll be immediately in upheaval, I guess is the term. So we'll just keep our... Now the glitch is already happening. So you see now in the bottom left it says negative 10% industry and systems. When I click on it, it says plus 20% happiness and systems. Yeah, it's supposed to say that in the bottom left too, but it's a glitch that just removes information from it, the panel. Yeah, see, what does this even do? Nothing, apparently. It's an annoying glitch, but it's a glitch nonetheless. Less. I speak correctly, please, game. Hey. So, by default, Do I not? Didn't I have... What? Didn't I take... Well, hold on a second. Pausing for technical difficulties for 1 second. Alright, sorry. I completely forgot that I cut out the planetary whatnot over here. Completely forgot. So yeah. Let's just set that up for a track for that. So, yeah, it's okay. So we got our volley population. We got our population. Because we took biophobic, means we get some negatives for happiness as well. But it's going up, so it should be fine. But anyways, so you see, it says resulting status effect content. Wow, I can't even speak at all today. Holy crap! Content effects +0 influence in food on system. So when that's happy, or not when it's happy, when it's ecstatic, which is 100% of approval, you get a +25% food and +25% influence on system added to the already +30% I get from just existing. The was it growth plan 3 +30%? So if I get to ecstatic, then I have +55% food on the system. And then 5% of that will be added to my influence, making things altogether ridiculous. Mostly. And it is a ring. I can't remember if I added it to random or not, because I feel like my last one was also a ring, but that's fine. It appears that I'm more on the outer part of the ring, but it could go up further, I think. So probably from here, despite it being a corner, it'd probably crap out this way. So we'll just do that, and then send it, ship out that way, and send that one out that way. Skip through that. That is 2 negatives. Ew. And both. Oh, that planet sucks. -7 per person for approval. -4 industry and -1 science per person. That's terrible. High chance of it being an anomaly. It's gonna be like, oh, cool, a 4-planet system right next to me, but they all suck. So, never mind. Not even gonna bother with it. Anyways, what influence does is how much influence gain you have. The +7 I have is how much the circle gains per turn. So +7 when it's small is a decent amount. +7 when it's huge is like itty bitty tiny amount, because that's how circles work typically. What are you? You are a singular giant tundra plant. Planet. Okay, you can go that way, and you can go that way. Keep exploring for me. That's a minor civ because it's gray. World of Agribusiness needs to finish faster. Oh, you see the managed population thing as well. That's how many I need before I can splice them. Next will require 4, so on and so forth. First contact, now you get +1. It's the glitch I'm talking about. It's not supposed to have +1, just from greeting. Now it's +1 per turn, continuously forever. It's not supposed to do that, but it does for reasons. Anyways. That's that. What is this planet? Any steps? Okay. Reasonable. I actually, well, you can go that way too. Okay, so when the Zavali reach 2, then I can splice them. So I get +1 of my population in 2 turns. Probably +1 of theirs in the next 2 turns after that. Five planet system. That's decent. And it's got Hyperium and Titanium as well. On the same planet, no less. Old Springs, so the way I get around the whole glitch where it doesn't tell you what it is you just look, if you, like, the black box around it, you can still see what the anomaly does in the bottom left. So that's +3 industry and +2 dust per person, which is decent, and I'll probably take it if I can. This is alright too. I don't know what these 2 anomalies are yet, but ships are on the way to investigate, so yeah. Here comes quest objectives for Horatio. +4 on that. Get the influence one. Might be good to get. Or I can get industry. This is going all food all the time. I'll go with this one. Just because it only requires me to increase my population. So yeah, we'll do that. Easiest one to do, in my opinion. Considering I'm just growing constantly. Yeah, +3 turns for another Zavali, and then I can splice them. Microfactories, which will show me in a minute. Red Sing is good. Especially good for food people. 2 sets of titanium, Hyperium, and 2 good anomalies on this planet. Means I'm probably going to do it. I'm probably going to colonize this place, even though it's got a huge gas temperate, which I can't immediately colonize, but yeah, looks good to me. 10 total and 8 total. Well, we'll do this one first, I think. Colonizing one. I'm saying 10 for the food. It's you get +1 from Red Sang and +9 from the base planet. 10 food, and then 3 + 5, 8 for that one. So colonize this one first. Typically, you want to make a place for a second colony as fast as possible. So getting it this fast is pretty decent. It'll take 17 turns, unless I speed it up, then it'll take 10. Oh, I discovered Red Sang. Yeah, blah blah blah. Whatever. Okay, we're gonna go. I produce another probe like every turn, so I think it's every turn. It looks like it's every turn to me. So we'll go that way and send probe that way. Alright, now that I have off-world agribusiness unlocked, I can actually praise them for being a tiny miner civ. Good for you, you're a tiny miner civ. Now it'll give me +3 per turn for 10 turns, until it's back to being +1 per turn. Which does spend my influence, but whatever. I don't care that much about it. Hey, another miner civ. This is one of the better setups, I think, for Gene Hunter that I've got ever. See, this time I made my contact with him and it didn't work. I don't know why it didn't work this time. I'm guessing it might be you found the first one you find is like, oh great, you're great, we love you, sort of thing. So now I'm back to having 0 influence, but it'll grow the more food I get. Which, granted, right now I don't have that much, and it increased the turn time for the people, which is not great either. That's because I'm sending food to the colony. So that's that. That's a little food ship. A turn with no pop-ups is a weird turn, because usually every single turn there's a pop-up. No, they have nothing to explore. Weird. Also weird. Another 5-planet system. Is it one better than my current? Probably not. Definitely not. Native dust, industry, and science per person. Oh, a mixed one. Good and bad. But mostly bad. I think it's... So, Kessler Syndrome gives minus to industry. 1 minus to industry. But this one gives +1 to industry, because it's metal falling from the sky. So that's why it's -0. Ruins typically give loads or they give you buildings or other things you can build that are unique to finding them. So that's why I'm like, yeah, search that one first. And here's the giant line that I was expecting earlier. That's right. What system am I in? Okay, bonus to dust when I get 3 of them. I'm sorry. Dust there as well. Sometimes through some quest revealing, other ones will just randomly pop up and you can see them that way too. Now I've got almost the Big Dipper, I guess. Pop-up. That's what that means. Sound effects mean there's a pop-up. Only recovered probes, you don't say. You generate 1 every turn, so. What we got? Oh, Garden of Eden's pretty good. It's not just +1 population slot, it's +1 of every type of FIDS. Except for influence. So that would be alright to colonize, to be honest. Maybe I'll grab another one of those, or maybe I'll grab another colony ship and colonize it. This one's got plenty of things to search as well. Snow, toxic, monsoon, Arctic. Life form, atmospheric, signal. Signal is usually abandoned people, like exiles, which I can send back to my planet to, splice, to say the least. I'm already really content. I don't really need. Oh, this dude to level up next turn, it looks like, because his progress bar for leveling up is right at the cusp. And it's only been 8 turns since he was at 0, so it's probably going decent chunks. I guess I could build it. I there's not really much point in doing that, to be honest. But whatever. How many turns more is this? Can I take 7? That's fine. I think about turn 12 is where a pirate outpost will spawn on something that's at least 2 away from you. So they'll probably take Chemos or whatever. Yeah, whatever. They'll probably take this one, or they'll take the 5-planet one. But they'll probably take this one because they usually spawn 2 away from your first colony. Maybe 3, but since I took this one, they probably won't spawn here. Maybe. Hopefully they won't spawn there. Jeez. Anyways, he did level up, as I expected. He gives happiness and 5% food. And his second level gives 10% happiness and food. So, make that happiness grow, you know? It's people. Surprise, surprise. And Antonov rings, which are +2 dust and +1 science. And we'll go to sleep while we search the rest of the curiosities. So this will probably take, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish. It'll probably be here, because it only has 6 left. If it passes this one, it won't turn around to go back to it. Well, unless it reaches here, then it might go back for it if it's closer than going here, which it should be. Ooh. I guess it doesn't matter which one I do then. Transvine. So oh, sometimes events happen. Yes, I'll take it. I would have preferred this around turn 100 though, when my Empire is more robust instead of just now when I've got people, because this doesn't. This event is random, so it can appear whenever. But I would have preferred it to appear when I had more Empire. He turns still Zavali. 2. Okay, that's fair. Hey, this is built nice. Now I can get +3 original Empire population, having or +3 food on an original Empire population. So the original Empire population will have +13 on a fertile planet and +8 on a normal. After that, I'll have them colonize. It'll take a couple of turns, anyways. You're gonna tell me that every turn, by the way. And I know it's annoying, but more Transvine. Okay, I'm just gonna do this instead, so that I wait 2 turns and I won't have to bother them in a minute. Five turns left with 3 growth, and then for you, you've got 5 turns left with 2 growth. I could praise them again, but it increases the influence cost per time that I do it. So I'll just pass on that. Yeah. Hey, look at that! They took the one I thought they were going to take. And 12 as well, like I thought. Pirates are, in fact, quite annoying. They're annoying because, well, you have to pay them to make them not bad with you, and I don't have the money at the moment, so it's going to be kind of sucky, basically. score in the bottom right is entirely based on how much influence gain you have. That's all it is. So they will attack you unless you are at least cordial with them, which is the first one in the beginning, and then it's the end one at the end of the game. Oh, dang it, I should have spliced. Whatever. Pirates do that to your places, because they count as religious. Even though that's not exactly how that works either, but sort of how it works. Just past it, so now they'll keep going. They should keep going to this thing. In the beginning, pirates have one fleet, which I'm fortunate that they went this way instead of going this way, because if they went here, actually I don't know if I'm fortunate or not. Beneficial, and nothing found. Into people. Made another place. Life form, atmospheric. Okay. Still traveling because you use up movement points or action points or whatever, I guess, for doing probes. So anyway, I hope this goes all the way down here and then back, because that will give me time to not be where I am. Anyways, I get science and approval from splicing them. Lesser than what they have originally, but still, that's fine. And now I'm happier, which provides food and influence. And putting that ahead of this, because as soon as gives me, plus 30 extra industry from building, I'll put this below this so it goes faster. I don't really need the happiness now that I've got happiness. Once I get 30 more industry, then it'll build things faster, basically. And now there's not this volley to take up my space on the thing. But then, eventually, whenever the Pulsos reach me, then I have another faction to grow. And also when I assimilate the Hiroshims or the Calgeros. Yeah. But you need more of them every time.
Speak.
Transvine and Transvine. And a quest. Gives me an obelisk. Obelisks are counted as wonders, I think. Maybe. No, never mind. Different thing. But still, this is a pretty good one to get. Create an outpost on the planet Hath 1 or colonize its system. Basically, create an outpost on the system is what it wants. Pin this because the other one's just going to happen by itself anyways. And I'll keep you here just for the time being, so that you gain a probe back and can search it, and then I can build another one and send another colony out. I never end up with the first place of this, like, ever. What's that? Political survey? Being entirely ecologist? You don't say. Dictatorship means I can also just choose what I want from the political survey instead of democracy, where it just flips back and forth where willy-nilly. Okay, I'll look at the technology screen in a minute. But... Hey, that's usually not me, but I'm glad I got it this time. Alright, what to search? We need this one immediately because it offers free movement, which is non-line movement, so I can move from here to here because there's no line there. Because I can search the curiosities. Praise again. I need my happiness from them, or my cordiality, I guess, relationship with them. So it said earlier that I got cordial with them, so they give me dust and manpower and science. It's good. I like that. But at REIT, which is the full, which it'll say the cost for this is 200 or 300 or whatever it will be, and I can assimilate them. And then, since they belong to my empire, I can assimilate them. It. Deserted city is pretty good if I remember right. Yep. 2 science, 2 industry, 1 dust. Okay, and then you can, I guess, just chill here for now while I wait for... You can send out probes, I guess. Okay. Okay, that's fine, as is. I'm going to set up another 1 for this, at least. To be this one. Because this one gives +2 per person on planets. And +40 manpower per turn. Which is unique to the Horatios, which is what this means. Little symbol here. Some of them have Horatio and some of them don't. See underneath them. I also need the buyout because I need it. I just need it. Is this the one that gives? No, it's not that one. So ecologist means you can skip through most of the colonized barren or colonized steppes or colonized whatever things that are just flipped out wherever you feel like for here. Like practically everything has one. So I can skip the ones that I don't need, basically. Choose the ones I do want. This is a good place, but I don't want colonized barren. But I don't need colonized barren. Let's take this. Anyways, food comes first. I need this too, because it unlocks the leveling up of my civilization. So I'll set up some science and end of the turn. And that's Lumeris, because I assigned them to yellow. Hey, I got first, because... So, this specific quest is find the Academy by searching anomalies and atmospheric curiosities. But if someone finds the Academy, it automatically immediately finishes the quest, regardless of if it was found by these or not. So, my guess, since I only searched one of them, that Riftborn also only searched one of them too. So I actually came in first for this because it ended immediately. Or tied for first, I guess. Which is good too. It appears as though the Pulsos did not turn around and go back to the colony, so they will be spending another couple turns raging here.
Speak.
So, cordial, they won't attack me on sight.
No
I'll
such
do it
thing
again
as
just
bad
because it
business.
decreases a little bit every turn. And I have no money again. But that's fine. For now. So population collection bonus is when I reach a certain level. For now it's just ecologist favor, I guess, goes up. When it reaches 20, I get plus 15% increased food added on to the 30% I already get, and the 25% I will get from happiness. Yeah, it's going to be a lot. Lots of food. Specifically, 45% plus 25%. Be 70%, I think. That's correct. 70% extra food. And then 5% of that will go to influence at 50 population. So, yeah. Leveled up. Oh, what's that? 10%? 80%? In the end. Now they're cordial and give me some dusted science. Whatever. It's fine. Yes. Echius is this one. Plus 100% experience gains on the I don't need happiness. I do not need happiness. I could increase the political ideology, but there's no point because it's already like 100% of that. And yes, I can increase this for 15 turns, but it doesn't matter that much. If I don't do any militarist actions, militarist building, whatever stuff, it won't go up that much. So yeah. Oh no, it's an election. I only have official support because I'm dictatorship. If I was democracy, I'd have 3 separate ones that would flip-flop willy-nilly. And I don't want that because I just want ecologist. So you officially support ecologist and you unlock new stuff. And you still get to colonize all the things that are not non-gas. No, that are non-gas. Deciduous trees. Okay. Oh wait, what? There's what? Oh, another signal. Oh, okay. It's usually. Why did it go away? Oh, because I'm cordial. That's right.
Speak.
If I'm cordial with them, when I get the trap, then the thing will just go back to the planet where the pirate is on, and it counts as a pirate fleet now. Oh, the pulse host made it too. Nice. So it's 2 at first, 4 the next time, 6 the next time, 8 the next time, etc., etc. This needs to be colonized faster because I'm going to start getting negative 7.5 from overpopulation. I'm still happy though because my people are preventing the negatives. So this only takes 2 turns, so do that first. Acid rain sucks though. Like negative 7 in approval per person. I mean, it's a sterile planet, so it's not the negative 8 it would have been. Or negative 5, whatever it was. That's fine. Whatever. They can grow. It should be fine. If they don't, and I level up civilization, I can always send them over here. Which needs to be colonized. Okay, good to go. Oh no, negative food? What should I do? Deposit of this alone cancels out the negatives from the planet and the anomalies. So it's literally only negative food. Looking for signals because I know that signals can appear on any level of the current curiosity scan level thing. I right-click that one out to get rid of it because I don't care about the market changes in the marketplace because I don't even have it unlocked yet. So there's no point caring about it. Okay, since you have nothing to do, did I unlock it? The freaking free movement? I did, didn't I? Yes. Okay, then you can go over here and search curiosities for them. To increase the growth here, it'll give it curiosity explored modifier or something like that. So I can assimilate them faster. What is this? Quest thing? +4 on original empire population. What's that? More food, you say? Raise its happiness to 50. Okay. I can do that. Unfortunately, it only has... What is this? Oh, it's... I see. Only be built once. That's fine. It doesn't matter. Build it here. Yep. Colonizer as well, please. And I'll set it back a little bit. It's a little ways out. Action sovereignty. Another pulsos. Where did I discover it? Over here. Colonize that crap immediately. So Auriga, or Auriga, or however you say it, is a unique planet. So the planet type itself alone gives bonuses to things. So yeah, colonize that crap immediately. +7 to science per person. Wait 2 turns, or I could just buy it out. I'm gonna do this time. I'm not always gonna do that because if I don't have enough for it, I'm not gonna like it very much. And we're full, but we're still happy because we're full. If I do this, we're ecstatic because it separated them. It's not over colonization. So yeah. Add that to the list as well. Absolutely build that. +3 dust per person. I'm not canceling this because if I cancel it, it ruins all the construction progress, and that's basically wasted turns. So just keep it in the thing, just for now. Who's here? How do I colonize the thing that's already colonized? It just says own it and raise its systems. Weird. Okay. Found some new miner civs, it seems. We'll do the price. The price 3 times for them because I want the dust unhappy. Because my people are always happy. So. Colonize or create an outpost on one unique planet in less than 30 turns. For a hero. That is not one of my heroes, but that's fine. I can do that. Colonize or create an outpost, you say. Go. I need some better speed boost. Jeez. Imperium loot. Science loot. And vision range increased. That's fine. Okay. Raise for 4 turns. I think that said 4 turns as well, but I forgot. I just clicked it. I was just like, oh, I could praise it again. Do it. Postal screw again. Nice. More food. But I'm going to do this one. Food and industry per person. So I discovered a nebula, which is probably, yeah, this thing. At the edge of the drone reach. Even though the drone ended here, you can see it still has vision of this? What? You say so, game. Hey game, can you give me another pulsos so I can erase them from existence? Next turn, it says. How long have I been going for? Uh-oh. An hour and 20. Okay. Gonna have to end it here because I've been going for too long and I don't want to have a super long video to upload to YouTube. So, thanks for watching. I'm gonna play some more of this, probably after this, because I've been wanting to. So, yeah. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. I said that already. Whatever.